Hey friends, I'm just reflecting on a movie here. So I haven't watched a movie in a while, and I was led to this movie. It's called The Magic of Ordinary Days. And I thought it was interesting because this woman, she gets on a train. Her her father pretty much put her on the train because she got pregnant out of wedlock here, and her father pretty much like casted her aside for that and said, get on a train, and he encouraged her to marry someone so that she wouldn't be a disgrace. And so pretty much he was arranging this marriage for her so that she could make a good name for herself instead of be a disgrace. This is what the world is coming to. Anyway, so she goes to this church. She meets this person. She meets this man here, and she's wondering like, why are you doing this? Why do you want to marry me? Why why he would want to accept her as his wife, when he doesn't even know her, when that baby wasn't even his. And he was telling her how he felt like it was God's will for him to do that. And he looked at her and was basically saying, I can't believe any man would do this to you. I can't believe any man would want to take you because you're such a fine woman, And as this movie unfolds, she ends up kind of pushing him away. She's pushing him away, and he's doing nothing but being kind and loving on her, and trying to do whatever he can to make her happy. But she still wasn't receiving his love, and her family ended up going to their farm and trying to convince her to come and leave him. And that was kind of frustrating in the movie because just like, you know what, they're married already, leave them alone. Let her make her own decisions, but now she's got this outside influence is trying to talk her out of being with him. And she spends a lot of time with her husband. She's starting to get to learn and wanting to learn the history of his life and his family. And she received nothing but love from his family. And then there's just something inside of her that just is making her want to leave and not be a part of this. So I see this woman standing, across her husband, and he said, I know you have it in your heart, you're set to leave, you have it in your heart to leave, but I first have to tell you how I feel. And he gets all teary-eyed and he looks at her and he's like, I've fallen in love with you. And that he tells her that she was the best thing that had ever happened to him. And on that day that he married her, he did not have a wedding ring. And then he starts pulling out a wedding ring. And he gives it to her. And he puts it on her finger. She was telling him that she felt like she didn't deserve him. And that she saw him as someone that was nothing but, kind and gentle with her, that he was the kindest man. And she felt like she didn't deserve him because of the love he was pouring onto her. That's such a lie from the enemy, The enemy tells you that you're not worthy of it. I don't know. It was just a powerful message right there, like how the enemy causes you to want to push away love and causes you to want to run the other way. I don't even know why I'm sharing this, but it was a powerful message on an arranged marriage, and how two people are falling in love with each other through this arranged marriage. So I'm I had to stop up part way. I had to make this video here. So anyways, don't talk yourself out of a great love story. And don't let the enemy talk you out of something. Don't let the enemy try and keep you from love. And especially if it's something that God is putting together and you know it's from Him. Don't let the enemy try and talk you out of that. But it's interesting because you know what? The woman in that movie, although she was feeling unworthy of this man's love, and she felt like she didn't deserve it because of her behavior and what she did, you know, and how she's treating him. But he said, her husband said, you know what, someday I hope you can forgive yourself. You know, you got to forgive yourself when you make mistakes. But I don't know. I believe there's going to be a happy ending here, and that she's going to fall in love with that man. They're both going to fall in love with each other. I don't know. That's my my video for today here. Just my reflections through a movie and why we as people, sometimes we need to keep things to ourselves, as far as like it gets too people-y out there. You know, everybody has an opinion about things. When a woman gets pregnant, oh, is it a girl? Is it a boy? What's the name gonna be? You know, everybody has an opinion. Oh, darn it. Too bad it's not a boy. Oh, I don't like that name. Blah, 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 blah. You know, like this is what people do. They put their opinion on other people's situations. They put their projections on your situation. And they discourage you, you know? So go ahead. If you're going to start a love story, keep it silent. You don't need to tell everybody about it, you know? Until you and your person can be strong together. Who cares what other people think? It's you and that other person. If you're someone who gets pregnant, you know? Who cares what people think if it's a boy or a girl? Who cares what people think about the name? You don't have to share the name until that baby's born. You don't have to share if it's a boy or a girl. That's you. You get to decide that. Who cares what other people think? I don't know. Everybody has an opinion about something. This is your life here. My life. Who cares what people think? If people that are negative and talking trash and whatever it is, put your boundaries up. Say, stay over there. Keep your opinion to yourself because I don't need it. I don't want it. It's not welcome. You know, you got to keep people in your circle that are supportive of the journey that God has you on. And if they're not supportive, then they get to step outside of the circle. They don't get to be in it. That's a powerful message right there. If people are not supportive, stick them to the side. You want people in your life that are going to support you and respect what you say. Okay, that's all I've got to say. You guys have a great day.